hey, I'm going to a bookstore and I wanted to take you with me. It is like an overflow for the local public libraries, and most books are $1 to $2. So let's go get some books, and hopefully I find lots of things on my TBR list. Good morning from a rainy Sunday. Back with my books, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I got. Sometimes I find that bookstore to be a little overwhelming, so I spend probably, I'm over it within like an hour and a half. So this is what I got. It's kind of like a mix. I got a kitty. So in the like classic section, I got Faulkner, Light in August, Fountainhead. I've never read any of Ayn Rand, so figured we'd start there. I found all three of the Discovery of Witches. Never read these. My mom said she liked them, so I figured I would give them a try. And each of these paperbacks are $1. And then I got a couple of hardback ones, and those are $2 a piece. So you can get a lot of books for not a ton of money. I did find 2 Neil Gaiman books. Norse Mythology, which I've listened to this on the audiobook tons of times. I really enjoy the stories in there. Not a huge fan of Neil Gaiman right now, but you know. And then Fragile Things, it's just a compilation of short stories. And then we have these 2 of Anthony Horowitz. It's the same series. I've never read any of his books. It's kind of like murder mystery stuff, but I do like true crime murder mystery shows, so we'll see if I like it. And this had a really good rating on Goodreads, so we'll see. I also got The Crazed by Ha Jin. This one had really good reviews on Goodreads. And I've heard a lot of people have liked it, so we'll see. And then I got Faded by Benedict Jacka. I love Jim Butcher. It's he writes one of my favorite fantasy series. So we'll see. I love fantasy, which is, sorry, I'm distracted by a cat. Bernie, what are you doing? I got Night Blind by Ragnar Jonassen. He's Icelandic. This is about a policeman, so see if we like that. I've got 3 gardening books. One of them is up at my mom's house because I was reading it. I got The Pond Doctor because I'm really interested in doing like a small pond in part of the garden just to help, you know, birds and bees and all the little guys get access to water. I'm not gonna do any fish, but yeah, I think that'd be cute, and I love like the sound of water. Essentials of Garden Design. I am in the process of like redoing the garden, so I wanted to get some ideas, some inspiration. And then another one is gardening with wildflowers. Ma'am. You're the one who came over here. So gardening with wildflowers. And that one's a hardback too. So that one would have been $2. But yeah, I think I spent, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, less than $20. And I got 15 books. Not a bad deal. They did have there was a field trip there with, I'm assuming, like high school kids when we got there. So I didn't record a ton when I was there because it was very loud. And then right as we were leaving, there was another field trip coming in. So we did go on a Friday. I've normally been on like a Saturday. And there were no field trips on Saturdays, but there was more people shopping. But yeah, I would highly recommend looking for something like this in your area. It's like donation based and then like overflow from the public library. So you can get a ton of books for a good price. Yeah, and then it's all the people who work there are volunteers, and then the money that you spend there then go back into the library system, which I think is awesome. Try to support libraries as much as I can. But yeah, because it's important for kids who don't have access to books to have access to books. The cats are fighting. Fern, why are you being so bossy? You picking fights? Oh. What are you doing? What do we make you, girl? Okay, she can be a girl. Okay. So, will you come sit with me? That's nice. That's a sweet girl. You're too loud. Oh, that's nice. Come on. Oh, that's a good girlfriend. You guys can't see her, but this is my Bernie. Being a cutie. But yeah, that's all my books. Anytime I get a book from a place like this, I will put it in the freezer for a week because you can get book mites. And since this, I'm assuming, I don't know where these books have been. They've been in people's houses, warehouses. There's millions of books in this place. So if one book has book mites, and you bring it home and you don't freeze it to kill them, all of your books will be ruined. So that's what I'm going to do. Put them in the freezer, and then in a week I can start reading them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite books and what books I should be adding onto my reading list. I'm graduating this year, so I won't be in school, so I'll have more time to read books for pleasure, and I'm really excited about it. I probably won't read a ton until like fall. I do to read a little bit like in the evenings, but I'd really like to read more during fall, also like in between crocheting and stuff when I'm just chilling. But yeah, let me know your favorite books and what book you think I should read. I typically like dystopian in fantasy. And I have been reading like some like YA stuff. I love Percy Jackson, so anything kind of like that. But typically I like dystopian novels. I really enjoy like fantasy quest, because those are all like very questy books. So yeah, let me know what your favorite book is and what I should be reading, or you need me to add it to my TBR list. I'd love suggestions. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. You're going to say bye? No, we're going to say goodbye. Oh, she won't be. I'm sorry for touching you. I still love you. I still love you. You don't get mad at me. Do you want me to tuck you in?